The tense standoff at Villawood Detention Centre is now into its second day. Late this afternoon, protesters reacted angrily when authorities tried to coax them down off the roof. Some of the men have harmed themselves, smearing blood over their banners. The protest was sparked by the suicide of a Fijian detainee yesterday. George Roberts is at the scene. George, there's been quite a lot going on there the past few hours.
Well, Juanita, it's been a day of highs and lows out here. Earlier today, the Immigration Department said that 2 men had come down from the roof. Earlier on, they'd released a list of demands to authorities and set a deadline of 5 p.m. As that deadline approached, that's when things really started to hot up here at Villawood. After 2 days on the roof, it wasn't just the detainees who were frustrated. Outside the barbed wire, police and supporters clashed. Free the refugees! Inside the compound, stress had also begun to show. Negotiations between the detainees and authorities appeared to make little progress.
They're in a really desperate situation here. They're showing Australia how desperate they are.
Earlier, 2 protesters cut themselves, wiping their blood on banners calling for their freedom.
They all just want freedom right now. They don't want anything. All they want is just freedom.
Others spoke by mobile phone to supporters.
They are very disappointed that the new minority government did not show lenient approach to their cases.
The government and the Immigration Department say there's no room for that. The protesters had earlier delivered a list of demands to authorities. They'd called for compassion, a review of their detention status, and not to be returned home under any circumstances.
One told me, if someone is going to kill me, when I go, I'm happy to die or sacrifice my life so that other brothers here will be saved from my death.
The Australian of the Year called for an urgent overhaul of mental health services for detainees.
Maybe a radical restructure of it, and it does actually again call into question the process or the policy of prolonged detention.
In Sydney and in Fiji, the family of the man who jumped to his death asked why the police were not called, and it was left to security guards to negotiate with a desperate Joseph Rauluni. George Roberts, ABC News, Sydney.